think free plugins are still trash in 2026, I've used these free plugins on pro mixes and no one could tell the difference. Let's kick it off with the first one, which I never really mix vocals without, and it's been free for years. It's called the Isotope Fresh Air. One dial, instant sparkle, perfect for vocals that need that polished, airy top end or mids like this.
Ooh, catching feelings while I'm running down a dream. Ooh, let me tell you, man, it's never how it seems.
The next plugin has only two buttons, but it sounds like vintage hardware magic. Simple plugin, huge sound. It's called Tal Chorus, based on the classic Juno chorus, and it nails that lush, wide vibe. I usually reach for it when I wanna like widen keys, guitars, or vocals. Pro tip, if something feels like thin or dry, throw this on and it suddenly feels like a 1980s synth record. The next free plugin is super massive. Literally, that's the name, Valhalla Supermassive. And it's a free reverb and delay plugin that sounds like totally huge as it claims. And I usually reach for this one anytime I want like a reverb or delay to be part of the sound design, not necessarily like just an effect. Usually like I'll throw it on an aux track and dial in something spacey like on this guitar part here. The next plugin isn't just one plugin, it's actually a bundle from one of my favorite plugin makers, Baby Audio. They've got a set of free tools that are super simple. They're kind of like miniature versions of like bigger paid plugins that they have, but even the small ones add a ton of like texture and vibe. Take the Magic Switch plugin. It adds like this subtle chorus detuning dark character that can turn something stale into something fresh. Watch how it brings these guitars to life. Then there's even the Magic Dice plugin. It's every time you click, it spits out like a different combination of reverb and delay. Totally random. Sometimes just works though. Speaking of like free plugins, Waves Audio also offers a bundle on their site. It includes things like compressors, reverbs, and drive plugins. But I'm not going to go deep on this one because they're more of like a free trial. You're going to have to pay for them eventually. The next plugin is a creative gold mine. It can spark new ideas the second you throw it on a sound. I love it. It's called Time 12. It's a delay modulator that seriously messes with the audio in the best way. You can use it to add like stutter, tape stop, glitch, scratch, reverse, pitch shift, and more. It does a lot. But I usually reach for it when I want to add like some weird movement to maybe a guitar riff or a synth lead, kind of like this. Okay, the next one adds a fresh spring reverb and vibe to your sound. I love it on guitars because it kind of has that classic amp style space. It's called Tens Junior and it's inspired by the Tens paid spring reverb. Even with it being free, you still get a bit of control, and right out of the box, it kind of sounds pretty good on tracks that just need a touch of space with a different flavor. Like I'll usually always reach for like the Valhalla reverb because I'm so used to that. But when I want a different color or space, it's a nice just to have in your back pocket. Like check it out on this guitar here. Bad news. The next plugin costs about $4,000. Just kidding. I said that because it's actually based on the hardware plugin that actually costs that much. When I say plugin, I don't mean plugin, just the hardware. It's called Magic 7, a Bricasti inspired reverb that's completely free. Super simple to use and comes out of the box with 11 different types of reverb, all sounding really, really good. I usually reach for it if I want, again, a new color, mostly on vocals like this.
Well, I've been everywhere, man, yeah, I've traveled far and wide. I breathe the mountain air and see myself through others' eyes.
The next free plugin is perfect if you're not a huge fan of your own voice. And honestly, like, who is? It's called Formant. It lets you change the timbre of your voice without changing the pitch. I don't mind the sound of my voice, so I might not use it on a lead vocal, but sometimes it sounds very cocky, didn't it? Sometimes I use it on vocal harmonies to make it sound like I got a full choir backing me, even if it's just me, because you can create those different textures of BVs that sound like it's someone else singing it. Like, check it out on these BVs.
To coming home, to coming home, to coming home, to coming home.
The next free plugins here actually might already be on your computer if you're using Logic. Check out the multi-effects section. Beat breaker, fat effects, step effects. These are all powerful built-in tools that can take a simple sound and just like twist it into something totally new. Just load up a preset and hit play. They'll add like crunch, filter, modulation, and can make it sound pretty bad, but also can kind of inspire new creative ideas. But here's the thing. All of these free plugins are totally useless if you don't know how to use them in your production to make it sound polished and radio ready. So watch this video here. I'm going to show you how to take an empty DAW session into a totally finished radio ready song in less than 5 hours using some of the exact plugins that I showed you in this video. So I'll see you there.